Dualit Domus Four-Slice Toaster Review. The Dualit Domus Four-Slice Toaster is one of the best toasters with big slots. It has a rugged look, but it stands the test of time and provides an unmatched user experience. Despite being quite hefty and maybe not exactly attractive, the appliance feels designed for long-term use. Even though there's nothing hugely wrong with the aesthetics of this toaster, it could never be called a classic. Its large metal panels are painted a dull gray and have an uncomplicated design. It's also quite large for a 4-slot device. The user experience of this toaster is remarkable. Its twin browning controls slid through the 9 settings with ease, and its mechanically engineered levers glided into place smoothly. Additionally, you can lift either lever to peek at toast without turning it off, so you know exactly when your breakfast is ready. According to Dualit, their Domus Four-Slice Toaster can modify its toasting time based on the room temperature to keep your bread from becoming overcooked. There is no depressing switch on the slots, but they don't make too much noise when lifted. Unless you're close by, you won't hear them. The Domus has the same 2 sets of controls as other 4-slice toasters. Has frozen, bagel settings, and a cancel button, but no reheat mode, making it hard to reheat toast without overbrowning it. Lastly, each slot doesn't have its own button, which means heating up only 1 or 3 slices is not possible. Dualit claims this toaster is created for toasty-style loaves, though we don't know what that is. The slots on it are definitely some of the biggest we have ever seen, as they are 140 mm long. Those slots can fit even large slices of homemade bread if placed on the edge. In addition, they're deep enough so that regular store-bought bread doesn't need to be put on its side. Despite the Domus's 35 mm wide slots, when you pull the lever down, the toast guides often close too quickly, leaving thicker slices slightly outside of place. For them to fit properly, they require a gentle tap. Despite using up to 10% more energy than the average, this toaster has really wide elements that go almost up to its edge, so it will evenly toast your bread from side to side. However, it does use up to 2.2 kilowatts when both sides are working. The Dualit Domus Four-Slice Toaster produced some of the best toast I've ever tasted. Its expensive slots make sure that even standard slices of bread are evenly toasted, and they also perform well when used with homemade loaves. Even though this toaster is made of metal, it doesn't heat up too much when in use, so you should still stay away from its slots. Also, the sides don't get very hot, which reduces the possibility of children getting hurt by it. Even though the Dualit Domus Four-Slice Toaster utilizes the typical amount of power per side, the duration is short. When toasting 2 slices of thick cut white, it averaged 0.05 kilowatt-hours and 0.04 kilowatt-hours for 1 bagel. This toaster accommodates slightly bigger items than most other toasters, but this difference is hardly noticeable. The Dualit Domus Four-Slice Toaster is a really great appliance. Even though it may not be as appealing as some of the other top-notch toasters on the market, it can make amazing crisp toast from almost whatever type of bread, regardless of how clumsily it has been sliced. It isn't small for a machine with 4 slots, but if you have a sprawling cooking area and frequently need to brown homemade slices of bread, bagels, pain au lait, or large pieces of toast, this one is ideal.